quiet though, so I'm not sure if this is very.
We engineers don't care too much about spelling because we have to spell weird stuff all the time anyway.
No. Do not give Keontae that excuse. Have you listened to him before?
You forget that
He
I
will
was an engineering major for 3 years as well.
Yes, I know. Uh, My point is, Keontae will absolutely correct other people on stuff.
Yeah, but not
Yeah.
on spelling.
Yes, on
No.
spelling. You get on to me about
On
spelling all the
word.
time.
I don't know what you're talking about. And if I don't know what you're talking about, it doesn't exist.
Philo.
Welcome,
That's lay
one and
down.
all.
That's a true parent right there.
Zyla.
Welcome, one and all, to another exciting episode
Zyla.
of Titans and Tabernacles, Trials of Nebu.
Lay down.
I'm Trials, and these are my Nebus.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
I
I
don't
think
think
we
he
should all
wants to
leave,
know.
guys.
I don't think he wants to know.
I don't know. I would think some people would Google words that I say so that
Let her be. Let her
they
be.
can understand my extremely esoteric knowledge about random things.
Why would they need more?
All I see is a restaurant and a market research company. So I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for. Oh, Nebu is a hieroglyph of a golden collar with hanging ends and seven spines in the middle. That's all I got.
It's the symbol for gold.
Yeah.
Mm,
Nebu is the Egyptian symbol for gold. It depicts a golden collar with the ends hanging off the sides and 7 spines. Ancient Egyptians believed that gold
oh,
was indestructible and heavenly metal.
you see, when I draw it out, I see what you're talking about. But when I'm describing it verbally,
Anywho,
Yeah. I look every every name, word, every city name, every person name, everything that I create has meaning and research and history behind it.
hmm
You'll never meet a Joe Smo here in this campaign.
that can be
I don't know.
fixed.
I think we have before because we've had people that we've met and then we asked for their name and then they have to come up with it on the spot. So yes, I'm pretty sure we probably will eventually.
You underestimate my power.
Nope, I'm just pointing out the facts here. It'll happen eventually. It's bound to happen. It's just a matter of time. Because it happens for the best of us.
All right. When last we left off, you guys had narrowly escaped a, a storm that was filled with strange undead and other creatures that it seemed very intent on um, taking, capturing and are killing in your slimy and are um, your two friends from a distant land, and they seem pretty knowledgeable about these creatures. What's it, who knows what's up with that? And they seem to be a good bit shaken by their presence and some things that could do. So, but you guys had managed to escape them. You slept for a night and left out of town the very next morning. As you guys are traveling, the wagon is bumping along. Um, Thanks to Ledea's modifications. The ride is a lot smoother than what you would expect in the rocky terrain that you're traveling through. As you see mesas upon mesas passing by you, as you travel throughout the early morning. And, well, it's not until around midday when in, when they would slow down the wagon and mm, open up the little hatch to speak to you guys. Uh, my head hurts. It smells weird out here. I think you guys might want to come take a look. So he seems to be fighting off some kind of hangover.
I mean, considering how much he drank, not surprising.
So
What do
this
you
is the
mean
next.
by smells weird?
This is the next day though.
Did
So
I keep
that
the camel?
Huh?
Did
I
I
didn't.
keep the camel?
Yeah. Um. Yeah. You were gifted the camel for your assistance.
I
Oh,
think the camel
lovely.
is currently
Cool,
pulling
cool.
the carriage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, we had two camels.
Yeah. The other one was returned along with the.
Oh,
Did the game break?
okay.
I believe you guys had spent the morning identifying a couple of magic items. Something that's where we had left off.
Oh no, we were supposed to do something with Nick, but Nick isn't here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was supposed to do some investigating.
Yep.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
we were working on the object.
Let's see. He left the notes. Uh, he's gonna be late for today's session, but starting next time with ritual prep.
Yeah, we were working on a ritual to convert his staff away from scoff.
Mhm.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys would be doing, or would you go and investigate what that Dea is talking about?
I'll go investigate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go.
Let's see what this weird
Oh,
smell is.
um,
Yeah, it's probably worth at least checking out a little bit.
Mhm.
Um, as you guys leave the wagon, you see a strange landscape. Like the mesas around you, who have this like pinkish pinkish gold color to them, almost like a rose gold in terms of the sand color. But as you guys have gotten closer to Nehustan, then the sand and the like ground around you has slowly gotten like this more rusty color. You know, and as you ooh, like step out of the wagon and you just smell this like coppery irony color, like someone is smelting copper, but it's mixed with like the smell of like rotten meat.
It's
any
basically
of
the
us
same as
familiar?
the underground stream that we saw.
Yes.
Did the stream go this far?
It seemed that way.
Can Dobat, because Dobat was there with that, can he see any sign of the Blood River? Or quote Blood River?
Mhm.
You don't see anything from your current vantage point, but you can see that there is a canyon up ahead with a bridge over it.
I think I know what that is, and anyone else that was in that did the underground group will know as well.
Yep, I think I know as well also. Because Trey and I had a very close-up look at it
Yeah, gonna
on
be the
multiple
blood.
occasions.
Yeah, that's gonna be the quote blood river.
Yep.
Keep an eye out for husks.
Yeah, they're kind of drawn to it, and if they drink from it, it seems to uh make them stronger.
But with that
Good to know.
smell, Dobat is going to basically keep his head on a swivel and more or less a preparation. If husks do start coming this way, he's going to start blasting.
Okay.
Hmm.
I think it'll probably be a blast, Eldritch Blast, about the same range. But he's just going to keep an eye out for now. Oh yeah, and during any downtime, I think we're going to assume that Dobat is teaching Bakari how to use a short sword.
Yep, but in my downtime, I'm
Hmm.
going to the Apocrypha to study firearm construction.
No, you're not going to the
Um,
Apocrypha, you're going to
I'm
the
the tomb. It's hard to remember between the two.
is it spicy?
We've had so many campaigns.
I'm the only one who's been to the Apocrypha in this campaign. No one else knows it exists.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so Layla's tomb is a long rest thing. If you would like to go, you can go there during your long rest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're spending time there training, you will not gain the benefits of a long rest. You would only gain the benefits of a short rest.
That's fine.
Okay, that means that you will eventually start gaining exhausting. Well, not even eventually, you'll start gaining exhausting basically the next day.
What I miss?
So the we smell the quote unquote blood river right now, and we're about to head to a canyon.
Okay, that's all I need.
And then we were stating
Mm-hmm.
things that are gonna kind of be happening assumed throughout our travel time.
Yep.
All right, I guess we approach the canyon.
Okay. You guys take your time approaching the canyon, and once you get to the stone bridge that goes across, you the smell like a breeze picks up, and the smell hits you that much harder. It burns your nostrils and stings your eyes as you look down at this canyon, and you see just this slow moving blood red river. They're flowing through it.
Well, there it is.
Mm-hmm. Do we still need to go and find out where the source of that is coming from and try to point a
I
stop
mean, which
to it?
direction is the river? Is the river going in? Is it
Um,
it's most likely coming away from where we came?
it is so the canyon runs north south. So if you guys are coming from the southwest, yeah, so it's coming from hmm, like it's coming from the north.
So it's coming down towards us. So this would have fed the smaller stream we dealt with.
Mm-hmm. Meaning whatever it caused is probably up north.
We will
Is
get. We will probably get there eventually.
isn't the battlefield up north?
The thing is, this isn't actual blood. If memory serves. Um, did I keep notes on that or no?
Yeah, because wasn't it more like rust?
Yeah,
in the water.
like rust and iron, stuff like that. I don't think I kept the notes, unfortunately. I think I may have deleted them after we cleared.
It seems
Mhm.
you would know from your experience now in there's some the color seems to come from like rust, like iron oxide deposits somewhere in the process, but you're not sure where the anomalous effects of this water comes from.
Hmm.
Are any husks coming near the canyon?
Um, Give me a perception.
Okay. Wait, nope. There we go. 11.
You see some specks at the bottom of the canyon that you can assume are husk.
Hmm. But nothing up near the top that would be a problem for us.
Not that you can see.
Okay. Let's just get past here quickly.
Mhm. Probably a good idea.
Um, who wants to roll me a percentile?
Me, I would like to.
All right,
Okay.
Sarah.
59.
I thought it was 69. Damn.
All right,
Nope.
59. All right.
That's a good solid number,
As you
right?
guys
Mhm.
as you guys are going across the bridge, you see a gruesome sight. A small family, the goblins, thins lay a strewn across the side of the bridge. It's um, huge chunks taken out of their bodies. These and like rows of spike of like almost like bite marks are like a row of like spines around their chest regions. Is it looks like something attacked them from above and took a chunk out of their shoulders. Just took off their heads in some places. Is um
Eyes
Yes,
up.
seeing that
Eyes up.
pass without a trace. And
Um,
eyes up, everyone.
does it look like it got them all at once or one at a time?
um Judging from the varying sizes of the bite marks, it seems there's more than one of these things.
Yep, definitely gonna pass without a trace on this
We're
one.
in the desert, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Do I might know what it is since Bakari comes from the middle of the desert?
Um, yeah, give me a survival.
Mm, could it be a nature?
Nature works too.
Come on, you're a cook. You should have good survival.
Oh, that was a bad roll. Well, no, because survival's a wisdom-based thing.
Yeah, but it's also the skill mostly associated with cooking.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you noticed it first.
Um,
But
okay. Due to the ecology of these things, I'll give you advantage. You can roll again.
okay.
Slightly better.
1 point better.
Yeah.
You know what? Take an inspiration. Roll
I can
1d8.
roll a 1d8.
I think the smell is getting to her brain. That's all.
I think Bakari's a bit unsettled by all this. A
Ooh,
2.
2 more.
Alright.
13.
Um,
The 13.
you've heard like one of your one of your distant relatives has told you a story about one of their distant relatives getting eaten by these floating bag-like creatures that descend upon you from the sky, in dark, like when it's dark out, and they will gobble you up if you're not careful.
So it needs to be bright out.
We
We can
should
do
be
that.
okay as long as
We're out of here by sundown.
it's bright. So I've heard stuff about these things, so just keep aware and let's try to be out of here.
How big is their territory that they usually have?
I'm not really sure. I've never actually studied or interacted with them, and what I heard was just cautious hearsay. So
Is there anyone else who might know anything about it? So I think I'm from like the southern region, so I don't
Yeah.
know if I would.
They wouldn't go. They don't exist that far
Not that far.
or south. Yeah,
yeah, because Pakari comes from like the middle of the desert.
they live in the
Oh,
northern
damn,
and
Bakari.
central
We gotta
regions
get
of the
more
desert.
information from you about it.
I don't know.
Bakari
Mhm.
just
Let's just keep.
sitting through her.
Look, there's a
Uh,
reason why my people live in caves deep beneath the ground.
I wish
That's just what I'm going to say.
from the sky
Let,
above.
let, let, let's just move. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Mhm.
um, Mana, give me a perception check as you guys are
Oh no.
passing by.
Oh no.
Why me?
Nat 20.
Oh yay! For a
Mhm.
21.
Okay. You see
Damn,
something
you taking all my rolls. That's what's happening.
as you're passing by. You see something simmering in the back of in the bag of one of in, the father figure in the Goblin family.
Um, I'll send some goo to grab it.
We're gonna search all of them.
Alright.
I'll just tear off all the bags since I don't think they're gonna be needing them.
Do a quick pat down.
Mhm.
Alright. Um, in their bag, you find a blood. It's a medium-sized blood red crystal.
Yeah?
It's like it's like the size of someone's about the size of someone's fist.
Oh God. Did,
Mhm.
But that's not an actual blood crystal.
Well, I was actually going to ask you,
I mean, can you check?
Yeah,
is
can I
this
What do
check?
familiar?
he have
Is
a
Um,
this
mark on
gem?
him?
Is this gem type familiar to any of you? Geology was
Dobat will
never
look.
my specialty.
Dobat will take a look at it.
you would pull out your own blood crystals, and you would be able to tell that yes, this is actually one of the blood crystals that you guys are able to make.
Does
Dobat's
that
gonna.
guy have anything else on him? You might
Oh
want
no.
Um, I'll
Uh,
actually take him with us.
to.
before you do that, once Dobat sees that, Dobat's gonna do a like pulse sweep with his mark to detect other marks. Is
There
there
are
anyone outside of the group?
no.
That is
Well, he wouldn't
concerning.
have a mark if he's dead.
Mhm. That guy
Or
has obviously has some way of making them.
or
So.
knows or someone knew it and sold it.
Mhm.
Let me keep that crystal. I'll see what Layla knows later.
I will do a once over his body to see if there's any remnants of something like that.
Um,
Yeah, we should probably check them for any marks if they have them, because they should have the mark. If so. So if they
you
still have their hands, check.
you check over there. You was in the most respectful way you can. You check the five bodies, and you do not see any curse marks or anything upon them.
Didn't think so.
Can I tell anything about their uh, genealogy?
Um, Give me knowledge. It's
History?
history or history,
Local?
medicine, local. One of those three.
Do they have any books or anything on them?
There isn't a local.
No.
I could do medicine though.
History,
Or
medicine.
society.
12.
All right.
Unless you want to inspire me.
I'm gonna hold that for now.
All right.
Uh,
From what you can tell, these are your normal um, gold goblins. They're the desert dwelling king goblin in um, race. They're as common as any other race. Like you guys just came from a city filled with them. Um, um, they're definitely not Catalan and goblinoids. Like you've seen them, they're like gold goblins are typically a reddish color to a golden yellowish color, and occasionally like a brownish color. While Catalan goblins are typically those greenish colors.
and there's no identifying markers of any of whether or not they're more city folk or tribal.
Um, you can tell without doing a history check, you're not completely sure, but their clothing is very traditional. Well, um, not really anything denoting them being of any kind of upper or class, but they don't seem to like they were poor. But they seem to be like from what they have packed up. Yep, the food and stuff has is gone. It's basically been eaten by the wild creatures. And from your medicine check, you can tell they've only been dead for maybe a, a maybe a few hours. They probably were trying to get across to the bridge. It's around the time the sun set and just didn't make it to the other side before the sun completely
Like
set.
a few hours?
Yeah, it's a
Is it now?
well, it was so it's probably been like 10 or so hours
Oh, okay.
because it's like midday right now and it would have been like around sunset when they died.
Can we estimate how long it will take for us to get over that bridge?
Um,
Minutes.
it'll
What's the
probably
chance of them becoming husks?
without an intact head, 0 to none.
Okay.
Husk
I mean,
happen
that's
when
just
you
zero
just
try.
husk happen when you die in the desert and your body is dried out and you're basically flash mummified and can, your body will sometimes wake up and move.
They don't have any heads, so we're fine.
Yep.
Hmm.
I don't think there's much else we can learn from them, but we should probably get moving.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Well, whatever did this probably won't be back for a bit since it just ate.
Unless you want a new body.
Eh, too old.
I see.
Let's get over this
Yes, we have
bridge.
a few hours earlier. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
You you guys managed to make it over the bridge. Um, right as you guys get over the bridge, it's everything goes dark. Like the
Mm, light.
um, a Darby, give me a perception check as you see everything just starts getting darker.
I feel like
Is
I would have
it
lit.
uh
I
is
feel
this
like
the
I would have lit
darkness
fire if I
spell?
noticed.
I didn't hear what you said, Lex.
I said I would. I feel like if I've noticed that it was getting darker, I would have lit some fire
Yeah.
before it got dark.
Well, you're
Um,
not 20 anyway.
Darby, as it's getting dark, you see something strange running across the desert. Like at the head of this darkness is like this strange ethereal jaguar, or that just runs across the ground, um, faster than most faster than most people would perceive. But you see as it's moving, it turns its head towards you and like sort of clocks you as it's going across before it gets a little far away and it turns back in front and continues along its path as the light from the sun dims to a dull full, full green color as the land around you is faded in this sickly green color.
Uh-oh.
Um, you see a Dorothy light her arms on fire. Eh,
Should I light the carriage up?
I mean, I could do produce flame on the carriage. Then the carriage will be lit, like
Oh,
literally
no, no.
lit.
Oh, no, I have the light
It won't.
spell, and I just have the light spell, and I can make light from the carriage.
Oh, okay, that too.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm
Mm,
asking first because we got a lot of people with different vision types.
Well, if this is magical darkness, then our vision wouldn't help anyway. So
Well, um, can I tell if
can
we're
we do
under
that?
magical darkness?
You don't know. So this is weird. You guys haven't seen this before. Mm.
Do you think it's from the chemicals in the air? I don't know.
Doubt it. If it was the stuff from below, we would have seen that
Um,
well before.
does anyone want to see what's going on with the sun?
Yeah.
I will look up
sure.
at the sun.
All right, give me a Constitution and save
Staring at the
DC
sun.
DC 15.
Oh boy.
Both of you.
He said,
Uh,
thank goodness you had
"Roll a
that.
Were
DC
you
15."
not taught to not stare at the sun?
Mm-mm. Am I doing
um.
an
Some
ability
lessons
check?
must be learned the hard way.
Well, I
Just
mean,
a
the sun's color just changed, so
Mm-hmm.
um, skill
I don't
check.
know. You
That won't
said,
save me.
it's a
Constitution saving throw.
yeah.
I'm gonna inspel myself. But we'll see. Con save. Oh, you said DC 15, so we're fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like you guys look up for a brief second before realizing that out it still hurts to look at the sun, but you guys are able
"Oh,
to see that the sun is currently blotted out by a somewhat that smaller than its circle, and there's just this green ring of light around the sun, where
So I need
where the sun
clips.
used to be.
Oh, something's intentionally covering the sun.
Oh
Mm.
wait,
Mhm.
given can my character tell if there is an eclipse or if this is something else?
Give me a.
So I would assume throughout history he would have come across
This
at
would
least knowledge of eclipses.
this would be a nature or a history check.
I will do history. Nat 20.
Hmm.
Um, I Now that you understand what's going on, you think you you get what this is. This means that the Avon moon is in eclipse,
So
as it
it's a solar eclipse, yeah.
yeah, it's a solar eclipse by the one of the seven moons, the Avon moon.
So do you think those things will come out in this?
Yeah.
Probably because everything thinks it's night now for the next couple minutes. Because he does say we're under an eclipse from the avian moon.
Uh,
Everything thinks it's night now.
all right, I need you
I
guys to
saw
give me
the.
a group stealth check.
Yeah, I'm
Great.
putting
Love it.
pass without a trace.
Yeah, I think you already activated it.
Yep.
So plus 10.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm glad I didn't
Are we just
activate.
rolling individual spells, or
Yes. The DC is a 26.
you said plus 10, right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
front row.
I know I just clicked mine.
Well,
And
so
Hey, we
Oh,
far
both
I'm
got 32.
Oh,
32s.
yeah, so far I'm the only one that failed, but I also have a horrible stealth.
Well, Dobat and a Darby failed. Or no, a
and
Darby
Darth.
passed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Darby
Dobat.
passed
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
she didn't add the 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Probably wouldn't have my armor on right now, so
Gary, we can't hear you very well.
I probably wouldn't have my armor on right now, so I don't have disadvantage. Yay.
Yay.
So it's plus 10,
Plus 10.
Yep. Plus 10.
28.
Just straight by. Hey, you guys. As you guys, as you get finished saying that, yeah, you hear like this strange whooshing sound as you see
mm-mm.
flying from underneath the bridge, like five or six of these weird umbrella-shaped creatures that are just flying through the air.
I'm gonna hate myself for playing fair. We do have a torch right now in the name of the
Um,
Darby.
well, you don't have to worry about it because they can't see.
Okay.
They they're just flying through the air. Or you see they descend upon the remains of that family to continue feasting in- as you guys continue forward. Like the way that they move is weird. They fly around on these like umbrella like arms, and they have like a large pointed head, um, kind of like a squid.
But these are not a kid.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Let's keep moving. This should hopefully end soon.
Mhm.
Mm,
A shame.
Mhm.
I might collecting one of those might be good.
Let's keep moving.
Never said otherwise.
right. Probably about an hour later, the the light starts coming back. Heck, Adarpi, you would see basically, um, in a similar vision to what you saw before. This time, since you did so well the first time, I'm just gonna give you this one. You see a lion and who's slowly walking forward. Third, its mane being made of fire, as it slowly walks across the land and bringing the light back to the world.
Oh,
The gods are
I
having
guess
their
that makes
fun.
sense. Am I supposed to even be able to see them?
You don't know. You have never seen
Oh.
anything like these are like you've you've seen spirits before, like Benu. You've seen like um, but these things seem beyond that, like some entity or some thing that's beyond the spirit, but not quite like in the not quite a god.
Hmm.
You would instinctually know you probably shouldn't mess with them though.
I won't.
Yeah. You guys continue on. The rest of your day is fairly uneventful, but it, as is there any more like magic items that you guys needed to identify or anything today
I don't think
before?
No.
so. I think we got them all last time.
Yeah, we identified everything we needed last time. Really, the only other thing we have to do right now is the ritual, but Nick isn't here.
All our downtime stuff, pretty much.
Yeah. Again,
Hmm.
over basic downtime, Dobat is
Hmm.
teaching Bakari short swords.
Yep.
And I'm
Okay.
dadding. And when I'm not helping nobody.
And I am astral projecting to the
Or when you get a long rest.
tomb. Yep.
All right. As the day comes to a close, um, the the other day actually opens the door this time. And hey, you guys, I see the fire in the distance. Do you guys want to camp out here, or do you want to go meet up with them?
Meet up with them. Them who?
Whoever has that fire. Usually, the only people who light a fire in the desert are people who are inviting others to share in their company.
But
Most
I'm not sure
Would
people,
I'll go.
whoever has that fire be the one that made that blood crystal, though?
Let's try and camp out away from people for now. Given recent interactions, we don't know who we can trust.
How
At the
far
same
away are
time,
they?
though,
Could we sneak on them and be nosy?
and we can be as nosy as you who want. She
I mean,
climbs through the window and like she takes out her mechanical parrot and puts the reins in its mouth and places the parrot on the seat where she was, just clicks its head down and it just starts driving.
neat.
Hmm.
And it's temporary until I can get an actual little thing built. Oh,
Hmm.
Um,
I mean, why don't you send Benu over?
Hmm.
Okay.
Just have him fly high, scout, report back.
Yep.
As long as if he passes a stealth, that'll be fine.
I mean, this is getting to the night, so he should be, especially if he's flying high, he should be fine.
Hmm.
Mm, can he light his wings on fire so he doesn't get caught by anything in the sky?
No, don't let your wings on fire,
Well, don't light our wings on fire.
because that draws attention.
A lot of
There's no
attention.
cloud.
don't
There's no
worry,
cloud.
I can take care of this. He will flap his wings and he'll streak off into the night ahead of y'all.
Okay.
You know that invisible flame? The hot stuff? That'd be great if you could do that.
You mean radiation?
No.
Like an
No, there's
alcohol
an
fire.
invisible flame. It's when something burns, but I can't remember what it's called. What it is.
Keontae.
Hmm.
Simple question: can an unseen servant drive a cart?
No, it wouldn't have the proficiency to do so.
Okay. So I know
The mo-
it has the options for tasks. I was trying to check if that was a task it could do.
the most an unseen servant could do is have a cart go in one direction, and but you would still have to actively, sit with it and tell it, give it new instructions as things come up, and that would
Okay.
basically be you driving at that point.
Okay. Trying to find a use for this spell. Not finding one so far.
There are plenty of uses for unseen servant.
Or just no,
Mhm.
I'm not running into them currently, unfortunately. All right. So I guess we wait to see what Benu says.
Yeah. Um, Probably about 10 or so minutes later, Bennu would come back. You can land in on the top of the wagon and fly in through the topmost window. Um, it seems that there's a small caravan of people who are camped out up ahead. And they're mostly just talking about the war, escaping it, and living their lives. Um, the couple were talking about uh, um, a few families that went ahead and didn't want to rest for the night.
I think that family we saw was probably one of
Probably.
them.
They escaped the war. You're talking about the war that we're headed to,
Yep.
technically.
It might
Well, I
be
mean,
good to
we
get
can
some
get
more information
information
on it.
from them.
Okay. If y'all want to trust it, we can go sit with the caravan.
I mean,
Are you
there's
worried?
a, you know,
Well, you seem. I'm surprised you of all people aren't.
What do you
Given
mean?
what we just saw.
If these people have been traveling in a caravan, then they've managed to survive out here for at least a few days now,
There.
which means and if they're coming from the direction we're going, they can let us know about dangers that may be up ahead.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just given
And
what
they
we went through
might
after
be
the
able to
tomb.
tell us a little more about the family as well.
Yeah. Just given what we saw after the tomb, I've become a little skeptical.
Daya looks over at you guys. So, what was it that you guys saw after outside of the tomb? You guys haven't really explained it.
I think that one over there, the one that usually wears the heavy armor, is the best one to ask that question to.
People were saying that there was a weird storm over by the mines. That's why everyone left if, and went back to the inn. But it wasn't even raining where we were at.
Did you remember Ekal?
Yeah.
There was some weird things that kind of bared a similarity to them.
I don't appreciate the comparison.
Vaguely.
I don't appreciate the comparison you're making.
There, we can barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't appreciate the comparison you're making.
how did you have a
Well,
child?
you can't deny it. There was kind of a comparison there.
Is that so?
Hmm. Even if it was very slight, I think I think you probably know the most on it, though.
Hmm. How well versed are you all in dinosaurs?
That's a very odd question.
What
That is
does
indeed.
what does Dobat know?
Um, so out of everyone here, Adarpi would probably be the most well versed in dinosaur ecology.
Isn't
You,
that what I fought in the arena?
yes, you have fought a couple of dinosaurs.
Yeah, you got
there
murked by a dinosaur.
there were most dinosaurs live in the southern desert, and in the southern jungles and riverlands. So, oh,
One of those animals I can turn into. That's what I was happy about.
yeah.
A cute dino bull.
Well, most of the dinosaurs we've seen or experienced recently on this continent uh, are what's the word? Less. hmm, What's the right word?
Mm.
What was chasing us was an apex predator.
They're saying even more powerful than a dinosaur.
Well, think of it as the top of the food chain, as it were.
Well, apex predators exist in things outside of dinosaurs.
I know.
Yep.
I was using the framework of dinosaurs because it was, in fact, a giant dinosaur.
What was a giant dinosaur? What did I miss? What am I trying to understand?
The thing that came at us at the right after we got out of the tomb, when we started running away, there was a big old dinosaur behind us.
But I thought it sounded mechanical.
It was a mechanical fusion dinosaur. Part machine, part dinosaur.
A board.
Oh,
It's most
So
definitely augmented.
how does Mono know that? I thought that we ran
mhm.
off before we could see it. I was the only one who got a glimpse of it.
No, I thought I got a glimpse of it.
There were two people
I
that had saw
I
it.
remember rolling for it, so
Adarpi was the main one that saw it, and mm, I think nobody
You
got
didn't
a
distinguish.
nobody got a blurry glimpse of it. Adarpi got a better glimpse.
Oh,
That's
I
a
could have sworn I rolled on that.
I think you rolled on it. Let me double check because my notes might be wrong.
I rolled on it.
Well, more than one people rolled on it.
So
And I
it
remember
was oh no, da, 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 da. It was nobody. Adarpi got a 19. Nobody got and Monner both got a 16. So nobody and Mana would have both got a blurry look at so you would have seen the dinosaur, but a Darby would have seen the creature that was standing on the back of the dinosaur.
Okay.
okay.
hmm What type of augments may have been applied to it, I don't know. Though, if I had a sample, I could probably reverse engineer them.
Okay, yeah. So what is it? An apex predator is one thing, but why is it why is it such a big deal that we had to book it for a whole day to get away from that area?
Because we came out to a swarm of husks and cultists and other things.
Like
All
working
after
together?
All after points at Mana, points at nobody.
So you're being chased or hunted by this apex predator, their machine thing.
Or the thing controlling them.
Yeah. Well, so for things like this, it's best if nobody explains, since he had a more direct connection to these things.
What do you mean connection to these things?
Mm, mm.
See, that's what I was trying to understand. How does Mana know what this is, and why would this thing be after Mana and nobody?
Well,
See,
more specifically, it's most likely after nobody.
but it it definitely didn't answer the question. Because I mean,
Well,
assuming we can say that because it wasn't specific, they weren't specific when they were talking to us. They made statements, but it didn't technically imply who exactly they were after. So they could have been after any of us based off of the description that they gave.
So I do have a question for you, though.
well, everyone seems to.
Well, mine is more about would Ecol been like it if you had done it the same way, or I mean, I'm assuming that the uh like Icar whatever was covering them was the same. Was it, or is it different?
Hmm.
In your opinion?
Let me put it like this. Think of it like the same tech, tech applied differently.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Icall is a sentient and biomass created from my essence.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes.
So that answers my question. This thing is basically like you.
I guess that would be more apt.
So an evil version of you is after us.
Well, I wouldn't really apply morality to it. It,
The
it's
evil
unclear of what it's unclear whether or not it has that level of awareness.
So you're saying that it's basically what you came from, except you have sentience while it does not.
Uh, Don't misunderstand. I don't know. I've never met this entity. In theory, it could be made of the same material as I am, just as instead of except it was programmed with its own objective.
What do you mean
what
programmed?
what what are you programmed with a different objective?
What's your objective?
The rabbit hole.
like, they, uh,
I didn't think it would distress you so much.
what are you exactly?
Mm, I don't think it's worth overcomplicating things with that information.
You
I
have a big dinosaur, mechanical dinosaur monster creature that's controlled by something or someone following us wherever we go. So,
It
a
followed us
direct.
to one location.
Oh, so you don't think that it's gonna find its way to this location?
Oh no, it will
Or
100% figure out a way to continue tracking us.
okay, so the
I'm just saying
technicality.
that it is currently just a theory.
A
So what if
monster
you
crew.
found a way to rewrite yourself so it can't track you?
Well,
I
first I
mean,
would have to figure out what it's using to track us. It could be
it's
tracking us via some biological signature, or it could just gather information the old-fashioned way and track us like a bounty hunter would.
Isn't it funny how you make a point to speak on the well being of other people all the time, but you are probably the cause of us being put in danger all the time when you could just, whole stand for this. So just the thought. Not saying do that, but the thought.
I don't think I think I could don't I don't think I put us in danger all that often.
Better
As a
game.
dark
Especially
as a
compared
dark
to some of the more emotional members of this group.
look, I'm not saying that I don't. All right. But it's also a decision. I can go about everything, on my own if need be, right? My goal isn't to get everybody else in danger, put everybody else in danger. You aren't really giving us much information to go off of, but we have to have your back, right? When some creature pops up or a band of mercenaries come after us.
Uh, Yes, I have not been the most forthcoming with all the information about myself, but to be fair, most of you I've only known for a short period of time, and you went out of your way to actively avoid me for the better part of a year.
You threw me in a door that caused everyone to be half eaten.
And you threw me into the same door. I don't know why it's a big deal to you.
Novat's
If
gonna
I
just
didn't,
keep is just gonna start watching the road, by the way.
if I didn't throw you in the door, we all wouldn't be safe. We wouldn't have
What?
gotten out.
So, so you're saying you doing it is justifiable because it got a favorable
I
outcome.
technically
Of,
didn't throw you into the door. I just threw you, and your body just so happened to go into the door. That's all.
I believe the correct term you're looking for is you
It's
flip me over you into the door.
self defense. Yes. I feel like there should have been another way into that too.
I mean, if we're being technical, well, we probably would have gotten the same outcome, just from the same number of people going through at the same time.
Or we would have gotten out of the cave a lot faster if we just been patient and waited. And we wouldn't have had curse marks on us. You're the one who got yours removed.
You had the option to get yours removed too, yet you chose not to. So clearly, it's
No,
not that
you
big a deal to you.
okay, children, it's time to stop. I am getting a headache, and sadly, well, I know how to make food. I don't know how to make drugs. So,
alcohol. Okay. Are we going over there and meeting with these people?
Yeah, let's stick with the caravan at least, because that'll give us safety in numbers.
Maybe you should send Bennu ahead to at least announce us coming so that we don't scare them away.
I don't think the flame bird is the best option as a forefront.
He's not all flame. He's bird.
We'll be we'll
Don't
be
worry.
He's a
fine.
giant talking
Don't,
bird. I
don't
believe most
don't worry,
people are
mistress.
off-put
I've
by
got
that.
this. He said it
Well,
like he look like you see that gleam in his eye, like he has an idea. Yeah,
He's gonna shrink down into his tiny self.
he's going like you see him, the like he get on the windowsill, and you see he he extends his wings forward, and he flaps, and as he flaps his wings, he's light up with a bright green and orange flame, and he goes streaking across the sky.
Right now, he's gonna make them think that we're gods.
Yeah, we would have been fine just, approaching like normal people.
I didn't
Or
send
they
him a
going to think we sent a complex attack spell at them.
As as you guys are rolling up, you see Bennu probably a good 100 feet ahead of you. He's grown like he's probably doubled in size. You can hear him saying something in his booming voice. He's
Yep.
before he
Congratulations, you've caused a problem.
before he shrinks down and points his wing at the carriage coming forward. I mean, like
What
you
did
see,
he say?
you see the. You can roll me Bennu's charisma.
Oh my goodness.
What's his charisma?
Because I've known.
He has none.
Real light. I don't even know if I did that right.
Yeah, he actually
13.
like as you guys roll up, you see a bunch of small children clapping.
Okay, that turned out okay.
Their parents look a little bit apprehensive, but they don't seem to be on like they're not being defensive. As you guys roll up, and there gets down from the front of the carriage. It's as the carriage as they get a look at the carriage, they start whispering something.
I thought we painted the carriage.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
guys did. You did paint the
Yep.
carriage. Okay.
The carriage has to be in disguise so that we don't get in trouble.
Yeah, I think we've disguised it switched its look multiple times.
yeah.
Well,
And
you can't steal a government vehicle and leave it with the same paint job.
yep, same tags. Gotta change those tags and then and all.
Stuff out the VIN number.
Yep.
All right. Um, you're greeted by a quite eclectic group of individuals. One of the older individuals comes up to you. They're actually a Kenra, kind of like Kareem and her brother and father. And
Um,
he he comes up to you and greetings, greetings and salutations, kids travelers. I hope the night finds you well.
Greetings.
mhm.
Sorry
Good
for the
afternoon.
surprise.
You may call me Abdul Karim.
I'm a Darby.
I am
Nice to meet you.
Dovet.
Um, as he gestures with his arms out to the group to become. Let us go sit around the fire and exchange stories. Yes, there's already a soup on, but you're welcome to add to the meal as you please.
Yeah, well, thank you for your hospitality.
Mhm.
What is love but not what is hospitality but not love? To spurn someone's means to spurn those who are traveling at night. Hey, he would incur the wrath of the great god. May Scoff have mercy on you. And like you see, as he's gesturing, he is in fact wearing a holy symbol of Scoff, which is basically a broken heart with a dagger going through one side, and the other side is just sort of half dangling.
Okay.
And you can also see that he is missing his left arm from like the elbow down.
Mm. Um, is there like a group of musicians right now, or no?
Yeah, there's a small group of people who they had stopped playing to listen to Benu's announcement. And
Okay.
uh, your emissary told us of your great deeds.
He
Whoa,
did.
I
turn
hope
to
he didn't
Venus.
oversaturate them a
Look
bit.
over at Dennis.
Uh, you were you were named as the liberators of Arun, who
Oh,
and
When did we get that title?
and masters of justice.
I think he exaggerated a little there.
Yeah, apologies. A little bit of an exaggerative spirit.
I
We are no
mean,
more than
we
simple adventurers who
did.
helped out the ruling
Okay.
body for a little bit.
Where are
Apologies.
you guys coming from?
Uh, we're coming from Nephistan. Um, Me and my brothers are here were fighting in the war and were discharged which due to our injuries.
Well, we're headed
Where are
that
you
way. Is there
from?
anything that you can tell us about the area or what's going on there?
Um, the city itself is as always basically a staging ground for soldiers. Here's the mercenaries. Um, Lord Urbadizer has been giving great state alms to anyone who wishes to serve. Er, Um, we were granted a great boon for our service, is though if they knew that we were escorting these citizens out of his territory, he probably would have some choice words for us.
Hmm hmm
How
Not
bad is it over there?
for those who are of fighting stature and who fight in the war and bleed and die in the war. For all things are great. Your family gets well taken care of. If you can even earn land, and if you do well enough, but the enemies are relentless.
So, who are to look out for on the enemy?
Uh, have you heard of the Night Tusk?
Probably.
Um, that would be a history check.
Nerd to the rescue. Let me get that screen back up.
I wouldn't even want to try that.
I mean, I could
And
try it, but yeah, probably not
I'm
going to be
gonna
the best.
let's see what I've got, and I'll inspel myself. 22.
Um, you think back for a second, and then it clicks you in your mind. You've actually seen them. You actually just saw them a few days ago. Well, the Night Tusk are a order of Luxodon monks who work as mercenaries. These for the kings and rulers of the desert.
They were the crossbows, and
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
they
are
were
the
crossbows.
ballistas?
Yep.
They're heavily trained in stealth, both and they have been known to be able to basically disappear in the shadows. So they are known to be at night. It is impossible to see them, even if you have the ability to see in the dark. It, it actually makes it harder to see them. The only way that they will be, and some people even say that they can teleport through the shadows, those and appear behind you. A frightening image, to say the least. A 9 foot tall elephant man appearing behind you and shooting you with a ballista sized crossbow is not a fun image to conjure into your brain.
Yes, we actually
Hmm.
saw a few of them recently. The Luxodons who love to blend into the shadows and carry ballista-sized crossbows.
The very ones. And a troop of them has been employed by a the uh, Og- the Ogbad at army.
Hmm.
Um, uh, I would look out.
Why are
There's
we
one
going
in
there
particular.
again?
Hmm?
Hmm?
I'm sorry, but why are we going there again?
The
Because there's a tomb.
dungeons.
There's a
Yep.
the we have been employed to get to the tomb that's in the middle of that battlefield.
Yep.
Um, if you, but on our side, there recently there's been to combat the hiring of those guys. Is King Urbadizer, um, he has hired mercenaries from Nox.
Yeah, that gets fun.
Hmm.
Mm, I never would have thought that he would stoop to hiring people, foreigners from off the continent. But if this war has been going on for so many years, there's
All is fair in love and war.
Hmm.
Why is the war going on?
no one no one in the amongst the people actually know. It has something
I
to
mean,
do with the city getting the two rulers prop know why, but at this point it's just a war of retaliation. Every time um, one side escalates, the other has to escalate back.
hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, my apologies. It's time for me to defeat my brother.
Oh,
Uh,
yes. What injuries did you sustain?
um, well, my I lost my left hand and a section of my a left side. I'm currently being, um, thanks to some magical healing, and my side was able to be repaired. But I've some of my uh, innards have been are permanently scarred, so it's gonna they don't work as well as they used to, and obviously they couldn't restore my arm. But I'm hoping with the payment that I've received, I'll be able to pay for um, me and my brother to be healed at the temple back home.
If you like, I can make you a temporary prosthetic.
No, I don't. I don't have the money to pay for something like that.
Your
You could
hospitality is enough.
that and knowledge.
Hmm.
Knowledge can be worth its weight in gold, if not more, sometimes.
I would have to insist on paying, but I feel like my brother would need it more than I do.
What's his malady?
Where's your brother?
Um, he's over there. Like he gestures over um, to an area where you see another can who's heavily bandaged, and you can see that his whole lower jaw has been bandaged in a way that you can tell that his lower jaw is missing.
Hmm.
Hmm.
You do what you can. I'm gonna. Who left? Oh, Sarah had to go.
Mhm.
That's right. You guys do what you need. I'm going to do something else for everybody. Delvet is going to join the musicians, and he's going to do Song of Rest,
Okay.
which I mean, it's technically only for a short rest, but there's the ability. So, and he's going to play that for the whole camp.
Okay.
So basically, something soothing for everybody. And while that's going on, because I'll be away from this, I'm going to step away and get some water real quick.
All right. Um, what what are Darpy and this are going to do?
I want to play with the kids. I'm
Okay.
bored.
Mhm.
But this is going to also play with the kids.
Yeah, sure.
All right. You guys played.
My son could also.
Sure, might as well have it be normal for a little while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a ball that's made out of these intricately woven in twine, theme that's been dyed all
Hmm.
sorts of colors. There's that they're kicking around.
Mhm.
Okay.
Can my son also get in on that?
Yeah.
Your son's not here. I thought you left your son at the.
No, he's with us. We took everything.
No, remember we left him at the orphanage, or did we go back and get him?
We got him.
Oh damn. We got him
Damn it.
with the baby. We had to get the baby back too.
Mhm.
I gotta keep the scarab
'Cause I
close.
don't remember you going back and getting him after we left him there when we went to the tomb. So do we have him or do we not?
We
Yeah.
we have him. We just
They
didn't
want you.
specify.
Yeah. You guys did head back to the city after that. Can't remember. And you spent a day in the city. You got all the people that you needed. Did say your goodbyes to the prince and whatnot, and then left as fast as y'all could.
Mhm. Let's see how this goes.
Yes, I've never made a jar before.
You're going to attempt to create a prosthesis. All
Yeah.
right. I need a tinker tool check, I believe.
Do you need to borrow any tinker tools? I got some.
I have some.
I got some too. You let me know if you need help.
Oh,
Yep.
no. Let me check something real quick. Let's see, Fisher.
I want to make the ground glow underneath all the kids as we run around. Wherever they step, it should glow.
Okay. Yeah,
It'll
that's
just be a
doable.
simple druid craft.
Oh, yay.
You make a bed of this bioluminescent moss that it glows whenever it's disturbed.
Yeah, just something the kids can play in.
And I'll guidance
And then
myself.
it's also glowing. It's keeping any creatures away. Keeps the kids from running off.
27.
All right. Um. All right, man. As you're making it, I need you to also give me a 1d10.
Not ominous at all.
All
7.
right. You're able to incorporate it with if um, some of your knowledge and some of your essence, and are able to create a something a little bit more than what you were intending. And you have not only made a prosthesis, you have made a augmentation.
Oh, nice.
So who as you undo the bandages, I'm gonna need a medicine check for you to apply it though.
Would someone like to assist?
I can do that.
Sure. I'll give an assist as well, even though I'm not that good.
Well, well,
Oh, well, I
I would
don't
say,
know.
well, I
I can at
figured you
least
guys
give
would
you that
play.
10.
I don't know. Mine says 11.
That
Um,
that'll be your guidance in
yeah, I
yourself.
could probably give guidance.
You get a +2 from a Darpy.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know.
Well, if you're both assisting, then Darpy would give him uh, you guidance does stack, yes. So you
Mhm.
have 2d4 advantage and +2.
Yeah, I'll roll mine as well, just to be.
Just keep stacking guidance. Help that man out.
Oh, no.
We can use normal.
Well,
We
no,
can't.
this is what your assistance just allowed for the
Oh,
advantage. All right,
okay.
you're able to painlessly, well, with minimal pain, install this prosthesis, this 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 augmentation, and you watch as it automatically adjusts itself, and you see these black tendrils, those like latch on and sort of help the prosthesis be accepted by his body. And like he moves his jaw a bit, it
It's supposed to do.
Abdul,
It might.
Zahir, you can speak. I I can speak. It, it, it doesn't feel weird. What sort of miracle is this?
Well, oh, I've been dusting
Friendship.
off some old skills. Biology is my specialty,
Are you
and
saints?
it happens. No,
What?
none of that.
Uh,
I merely take the gifts my brother has offered me.
I see. Eh, eh, You must truly be sent by the Lord. Eh, all of you.
Looks
Look,
back at your body.
I'm, I have to, I have to thank you. Um,
How is his name pronounced?
his name is Zahir, Zaahir.
No, no, no. Debonair.
Uh, Charles Debonair.
Charles. That's my name.
It'd be great if he was able to guide us through the town so that we would have help. But it seems like he's helping these people to go,
Hmm.
you know, somewhere else.
Like
This-
you see, like you
He,
see, he raises himself up, but like as you look, you see the same situation as his brother. But he's missing his like legs from the like halfway down the thigh down. and like he reaches into his bag, and like wincing a little bit as he's doing so, and
Why don't he just
he pulls out another one of those blood crystals, and it in your he places it in your hand, Mana.
where did you get that
Um,
from?
King Urbadiza has been giving them out as reparations. We're told that they're worth a fortune.
That'd be funny if he has a curse mark and every single time he sends a soldier out, he's technically killing that soldier. So he's collecting the bounty on it, or the other way around.
Well,
Every
that would
time he
make a
sends his
good.
troops,
Well, if you're
someone,
saying that does make a lot of sense because then that would be a reason for him to keep the war going.
yeah.
It's appreciated.
Are these valuable? Like where you're at? Can you use this like regular money?
Um,
And
yeah, um, it's only been the past couple of weeks that we've been seeing them hit the market. It seems like you know they're become quickly replacing in gold at least as a means of exchanging large sums of money.
Was
One
there
of
any event that happened right before they started hitting the market?
um oh there's actually an interesting story. He um he looks around, so oh, it it happened the same day that I saw oh this they when they hit the battlefield, so they did some serious damage to the enemy front lines. These individuals, those wearing these masks, there were four of them. Mm.
As we all look at each other.
The main one was wearing this bright green armor. He was obviously an Oni Incan of some kind, but he tore through their battle lines like it was nothing. He, but
why didn't you break that mask?
he he was nothing. But even he held in comparison to the displays of some of the others. There's like there was this one that I thought she was kind of young to be fighting on the battlefield, but that then she nearly doubled in size and exuded this aura of just pure um, darkness and fear er, as she proceeded to hmm, cleave her way through multitudes of the lesser soldiers.
How long would it happen to look any thing like our
I'll turn.
companion here
I'll
by any
turn.
chance?
I'll turn around and walk off a little bit past wherever the kids are.
I mean,
I'm still listening, but damn.
um, I mean, yeah, kind of like they're both fawns, so I wouldn't want to say just because they're both fawns that they that they look alike, but I mean, the horns are similar, so maybe I honestly couldn't tell you. She was wearing this mask.
And what are the
Were they
others?
still fighting? Were they still fighting? Or
They
did they only fight during the front line?
they fought. they would go out and fight randomly. They seem to be going to different places to support whatever area needed it, and seem to they seem to exclusively fight during the day. And so during the day, we would things would be in our favor, but at night, the night test would come out and turn the tide on the enemy's favor. A constant push and shove, bigger than in any swings that we've seen on the front lines in years.
Hmm. I have a theory, but I'm keeping it to myself for now.
But
Interesting tale.
yeah, it was insane. I've never seen in, people just come out and just tear through the enemies that quickly. Like as he looks down, um, like he has this weird look in his eye. He's like a mix of awe and horror.
Whatever you're feeling, you have a right to.
Mhm.
Mm, I'm sorry. There's it's been it's been a heavy couple of days since that spell went off.
You said since the spell went off?
Yes, me and my um Abdul comes up. Me and my brother were fighting in the front lines when we were blindsided by a spellcaster who who blew up who basically he cast a spell that exploded it in our midst and killed a decent number of us and it heavily injured me and my brother.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Was it a spell you'd ever seen before?
No, actually, it wasn't like a fireball, but it was like still an explosion of some kind.
Hmm.
Um,
Interesting.
they
Mhm.
say some like it was weird because like our anti mage that was standing nearby didn't pick up on a spell being cast at us. It just 1 second we were fighting, and then the next everything went white, and my ears were ringing. I still can't hear as well as I could before or the spell went off.
Are you sure it wasn't just an explosive?
Not that big. It never even the best grenades that alchemists use don't blow up for that. Don't leave a crater that size. Hmm.
How about if it was one found in a tomb?
No, you're talking about ancient stuff. I mean, it, maybe, but why would you waste a something like that in that kind of battle? Well, this skirmish wasn't even that big of a skirmish.
Hmm.
I mean,
This is very heightening my theory here.
There have been some rumors in the rank that there's going to be a tomb opening up near the battlefield. So that's going to be a bloodbath. The last time a tomb opened up in the area, um, no one. It took forever for someone to actually get inside because everyone was just killing each other or to get to the opening of the tomb.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, we definitely, whoever completed it would turn the tide in their favor.
Yeah, it turned out to. not really be worth it. It um,
Well, if Intel is correct, this one might actually be.
well, let's hope that it it doesn't turn into a huge ordeal.
Pretty sure it is.
Do you know of a way to get in touch with the king? Is it the king? The one who's over this whole war?
Um, no, he does come out and make a speech before every day, like every day of battle. Oh, we have like it sort of works on a schedule. It's 5 days of battle and 2 days of rest to bury the dead and retrieve anything from the battlefield. So, you know, we go out and fight for about 10 hours a day. We come back, heck, rest, yes, and then we go out the next day to battle again.
Hmm.
Why have you guys been so faithful?
It's what do you mean?
You have no clue why you're fighting. It's been nonstop for years. You, your brother are injured, your people are injured. Why haven't you left sooner?
It's my responsibility to fight for my kingdom. My kingdom sent us out to assist their allies, and thus we fight. It's not a soldier's place to ask questions of those who are um, have a bigger idea of what's going on. My job is to wield my spear.
Mm, I don't know. I guess I always feel like it's everyone's place to ask questions, especially when it means taking the life of someone else. But I can understand that too.
I will say, while we're having this conversation, I am working on a little project.
Okay.
Ex- ex- Since I got his jaws working, and I want to see if I can get him some legs too.
Um, Legs
I'll
will
help on that.
that'll take you overnight.
That's fine.
Okay. So as you guys continue talking with him, um, exchange stories over the fire and the food. Food, I'm assuming in that hmm, hi, I'm assuming that Picard is going to help out with cooking, and you guys will talk late into the night. He,
Well, some of us will.
yeah, as
Is there and he'll let us know any additional information that we might need.
yeah, he'll give you a basic rundown of what's going on currently in the city, and we'll go over that information next time.
Okay.
Mhm.
I
So
would definitely like a list of places of interest and people of interest.
Yep, same.
All right, I'll have that up and ready, as well as if if the program will start back working and let me review the map again, the map.
Mhm, mhm.
I'll also, totally let him talk to nobody.
yeah, we never, and then we have to retcon in nobody's ritual because Nick never
Mhm.
came.
Yep, yep. Indeed, we will.
Uh, and then we'll see what happens with that ritual as well.
Yep.
Right. You guys say bye to the viewers.
Bye.
Bye to the viewers.
For the viewers.